In this tutorial, we're going to talk about the difference between JPEG and PNG files. There is a difference between them, and it is something that's very important to know. I had someone email me and ask me the difference. So here I have a whole bunch of images. They look wonderful, don't they? And I could put them on a worksheet, and I could put them on my blog or my website, and they look great. However, I decide that I don't want to have a white background. I would prefer to have a colored background. So I'm going to color my background. Whoa. Doesn't really look so nice anymore because it has this white border around it. Whoop. But this one doesn't. So my question is, which one are JPEGs and which one is a PNG file? Well, the answer is this is a PNG file. A PNG file does not put a background on the clip art or the image. It stays blank or transparent. Whereas a JPEG, when it saves an image, it saves it with this background, so it makes it a square or a rectangle or whatever shape it may be. That's the difference. A JPEG has the background and a PNG file does not. So given the choice, I almost always take a PNG file, or when I'm working in a program like Pixlr and I'm modifying an image, I always save it as a PNG file so I don't have to deal with this. But let's say you get an image and you really like it and you want to use it on your blog, and your blog or your website has a colored background and you want this to not have a colored background. Well, PowerPoint is the place for you to be if you don't want to use a photo editing software like Pixlr. That's, again, probably the best place to do this, but you can do this in PowerPoint. So I'm going to make this one larger so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to double click on it because I want this formatting toolbar. Notice this icon, remove background. So I'm going to click on that, and here it gives you some tips. It says surround the foreground image by using the selection rectangle. And you would think this is it, but watch what happens. It is it. So it did work. It didn't last time. Don't ask me why. So now I can copy this. And now I can't save this this PowerPoint as a JPEG. However, I could bring this into my website, and I didn't want to do that. I can bring this into my website, and now it would be a PNG file. So I can do a copy paste. So let's try this one. So again, I click on my double click, get the formatting toolbar, remove background, and I'm going to bring this up a little bit. And let's see what happens this time. Oh, it did not work that time. So I'm going to undo Command Z on a Mac, Control Z on a Windows, and I need to make sure that I'm getting this all in. And sometimes it works great and sometimes it doesn't. I can't tell you why it does it sometimes and why it does not do it sometimes. It's kind of a matter of messing with it. So, and I generally use Pixlr. It's not seeing that. There, I'm getting closer. So it's a matter of kind of messing around with it. Oh, here we can go. I can just click on this. That's helpful, I think. Yep, that's helpful. So clicking on the image itself is what it wants. I learned something new. Like I said, I don't use this very often. There we go, that's pretty good. It's a little pixelated and it could probably be a little bit better, but it works. And this was cleaner. You don't want to do anything with a lot of shapes because PowerPoint, again, PowerPoint's not made to be manipulating photos, but it does work. So that is something like this was much cleaner. That is how you create a JPEG, or the difference between a JPEG and a PNG, and I just did that opposite. So the ones with the white backgrounds, JPEGs, they, when you save them as a JPEG, they put a background on it. PNG files do not. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Actually, I do have a question for you. What does PNG stand for? And let's do PNG here. PNG. I have a very touchy mouse. PNG stands for Portable Network Graphics. It's a compression file. So that's what that stands for. JPEG. Let's do a new slide. JPEG. Sometimes you see JPEG like this, or you see it like this. It's a bitmap file. There goes my mouse again. It's a bitmap file. For graphics. And it stands for Joint Photographic Experts Group. And that's who created it. I'm never going to ask you what they stand for. I actually had to look it up. So I have on the right hand side of my computer, I have it, what it stands for. But that is if you want to know what it stands for. But again, JPEG has the white background, PNG doesn't. Enjoy.